We also have the return of another woman who was Amanda in the first one. Oh, well, hello there, and guten Tag to you all. So, I have just come out of surgery, and it is day 30. My. It's hard to believe it is almost over. But hey, we've had fun, hasn't we? So, on our penultimate review, I am reviewing Saw 2. Written by Darren Lynn and Darrell Lynn Boseman and Lee Wellnell or something of that kind, directed by Darren Lynn Boseman, starring Donnie Wahlberg and Tobin Bell. So last year I reviewed the first Saw movie on day 30. This time I am reviewing the sequel, Saw 2. So yeah, the Jigsaw Killer John Kramer is at it again by making people that do not value life, well, fight for their lives. This time it is not set in one room with flashbacks or anything. This time we go into an old house where groups of people are playing a game. Now this was the second installment of the Saw franchise, and it, was the start of many sequels in the series. So, of course, many of them are all out and around, getting into the traps. And there's one part where the needle pit. Now, here's a fact for you. The needle pit was actually having fake needles put in, but they needed the real part of them and take out the needle bit, but the props person accidentally knocked the tub with the real needles in, so I think when she went into the pit she got some real needles in there too to find a key. There's a lot of gore and gruesomeness as usual in this movie, because it is blood, splatter and guts everywhere. And of course it is not a healthy, pleasant sight at all, no. So can I tell you any more? Also, the son of one of the detectives is in the building, and he's trying to negotiate with the Jigsaw Killer, John Kramer, on how to get his son out. And of course, he falls into a trap. We also have the return of another woman who was Amanda in the first one, who is playing the game again, but then we find out she's actually working with Jigsaw. She's his apprentice. And of course, Jigsaw, his motive is basically, he's dying of cancer, and he is trying to make people learn the values of life. And now, the movie, it's, lots of stuff happening in it. It's quite a decent sequel, but I much prefer the first one. Do the sequels get better as they go along? Some do, some don't. I think this one has a bit more going on in it than the first movie, but still, I like the movie. I find it fun to watch, and yeah, there is a lot of stuff in it. We see the return of Billy the Puppet. We even see the notorious Venus flytrap, which is another trap where a guy had to try and get out his own eye to get the key before the Venus flytrap closed up, and it was a mask with iron nails in. I like that one. I also like the one where he twists the key and it shoots him right in the face. But yeah, time for final rating. Well, I just said my final thoughts. Time for ratings. So, Saw 2. I am going to give Saw 2, I'm going to give it a 3. A 3. 3 hands stuck in a box out of 5. Sure, there's a part in the movie where she puts her hands into a box to get a needle so she can withstand the gas in the house. But she didn't take into account that she could have just broke the glass or got the key next to it. Instead, she puts one hand in, but then that gets stuck between the blades and gets one hand in, gets stuck. What a dumb decision. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow with a final review of the series. So until then, I'd like to bid you all Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, yeah? Yeah.